Do you believe in the birth of Jesus Christ because we are in Christmas season?
Yes, I do believe in the birth of Jesus Christ.
And you do believe that everyone should celebrate Christmas?
Yes, I do believe everyone should celebrate Christmas.
Including Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yes, including Jehovah's Witnesses, including the Islam, including everybody should celebrate Christmas. But there is a big but to the celebration of Christmas. If you are celebrating Christmas with the ideology and the conception at heart that that is the day, or you are celebrating or a day marked down or to mean the birth of the Messiah.
That's in 25th December,
yes,
as we all know.
Yes, please. If you are doing the 25th Christmas and everything with your heart thinking that is the day Christ was born in all holiness and in all sanctity and divinity, trying to reach the Most High within this era, stop it. No, this is not the era. This is not the era. Because 25th, this is not the era, because Christmas is actually an issue. It is the Christ and the mass celebration. Now, the mass people are those who killed Christ. They are Italians. They killed Christ. Brother Sammy, I just want to come clear.
Yeah, go down well so that we can all understand it, because when it comes to religion, I know different people have different opinions and beliefs. Yeah, so you think, yes, you can celebrate Christmas if you believe in that, that's fine. But to take 25th as the date of birth for the Christ is wrong.
It's wrong.
And you are telling us why it is wrong.
Yes, please, why it is wrong. Christ was, in the era Christ existed, Israel wasn't free. Israel was the empire that ruled Israel was the Roman Empire, today Italy. Now, these very people, around that time, there was nothing like, there had been 400 years of silence. From Nehemiah's time, nobody preached the word of God again. And Nehemiah is the last part of the Old Testament. When Christ came, they persecuted and killed Christ, point blank, if I want to end the whole issue. And so, after killing Christ, we all know as Christians that it was upon noticing and citing Christ on the cross the day a centurion himself testified that indeed we have killed the Son. We have killed a very great person. This is not an easy man we have killed. So the curtain got torn, and now we could meet and go to the holies of holies. So this is what was to mean that we have really killed the Christ. This is okay. So the people of Italy were remorseful. They were hurt because they noticed that indeed they have wronged the people of God. And so they said to sit down and then create peace between the people of, the pagans, and then the people of God, or the people of Israel. Then did they set down the 25th of December for the peacemaking between the people who serve Mass and the people who serve Christ. And so that day became the Christ Mass Day. To make peace. That is why I said it is necessary that everybody celebrates Christmas. Very necessary. It is the day peace was made with the pagans and the believers of the Bible. It is not the day Christ was born. That is why on the 26th, then let us exchange gifts to mean we have made a peace indeed. That is how 26th became the Boxing Day, the day from those days. And so it is good for you to, I love Christmas, but I don't do it thinking I'm celebrating the day Christ was born. I'm celebrating peace between the pagans and the people of God. That is what I know.
So it is just the date, but I believe you also agree with me that no matter what, Christ was born on a day.
Yes, Christ was born on a day.
Why do you doubt that was the day Christ was born?
It's not.
Yes, I think I get the ideology that there was a confusion between the Christians and the masses and all of that. Yes, that is okay. They decided to also make peace, and it's also good. But why do you doubt that there was a certain day Christ was born, and it could also be that day?
The reason why it's not true, it's not about me not doubting. It is just not true.
That is what you think, though. Someone also believes that it is true.
If the Bible says something, it goes beyond what you believe. That is the truth. So once the Bible says it's not true, the reason why I'm saying that is the Bible tells you exactly when Christ was born. There is a story that you get to know the season within which Christ was born. And then even if we want to look at the Bible and how Christians try to say, with all due respect, though some other people who interpret the Bible try to say Christ was born on the 25th. I would want to say, who would take his sheep out on a day that is snowing? Because we all know the shepherds took their flock out by night, seated on the ground. Which shepherd would take his flock out by night? And we all know on 25th it snows in Israel. This is, unless maybe Israel has changed, snow falls in Israel. We all know that snow falls in Bethlehem, where Christ was born, every 25th. So how was it possible that on that day 25th, an angel appeared to Christ, to the shepherds?
3 wise men.
Yes, to the shepherds. In the evening, while there was snow covering the grounds of the greens. For what?
Are you also meaning that when it is snowing, the sheep shouldn't eat, they shouldn't graze?
No, we all know carnivorous, herbivorous animals. We all know the herbivorous animals have a time for eating when there is snow. And so we know when there is snow, herbivorous animals do not really go out to eat, to graze, mainly to graze on grass. That is not what they do. And so there is a little disconnect about having to say, looking at where the Bible is letting us know when the Christ came to the world. The Holy Quran too makes us see clearly when the Christ came to the world. And so then we get to see that the story about them trying to make about a group of individuals trying to make 25th the Christmas, the day Christ was born. It's just their intention to try and blot out their treacherous activities towards the Christian people or towards the godly people, and then try and take off their mentality from focusing on the wrong and then focusing rather on the fact that on the peace that was made. And so it is good. We will focus on the peace, but don't let us feel that the day we made peace is the day Christ was born. That's what is happening over time. People don't know this story, so they feel the day we made peace with the people of the Mass or the pagans is the day Christ was born, to mean the Christ Mass day. But that is not what it is. I would personally and secretly show you the day Christ was born in the Bible and in the Quran.
Because I was actually going to ask you next that if you don't believe, you are even saying I shouldn't say doubt, if you don't believe that Christ was born on 25th, based on your understanding and some happenings there, some chronological happenings there, then what day can we say was the day Christ was born?
Yes, I wouldn't want to speak of it out here and now.
Why?
Yes, because it is it is a topic that it's not really known. And I wouldn't want to. Some things, the Holy Quran says that, now the answer to this question will put a lot of torment in the ears of the world, answering this question. And I believe the Holy Quran, I would want to abide by what the Holy Quran says. And it says that if the answer to a question will bother you, you don't ask. I know the answer to this question would bother anybody who hears it. And so I wouldn't ask. I won't answer. Because after answering, you would tend to see so many things about that particular day in relation to how if I show you the day now, you would know what the day is today and what the day has been done or what the day is being used for in Ghana today. And it might even distort the entire.
If I put out a fact and you think it is not true and you don't give me the fact, how do you still want me to take what you are saying as the truth?
The Bible taught me what I am saying, and so me saying I would give you the answer, let us say in secrecy or later. It's just me saying that I will show you where the Bible says that later. Because if you intend to hold the Bible, it will just show you clearly the day Christ was born. It's just clear in it. That I just don't want to say it because it is in the Bible.
So we should all look for it, you mean?
It will come out. I will make it a different story for a different hype.
For a different hype. I see. Remember, Lucifer ranks doubles as a musician, and he's not preaching at the moment. Yes, he's done his Bible studies, he's done his theological studies and all that. He understands the world of religion as well. And again, initially we talked about music, now a little bit of what he really is. So should we also ignore date that we know to be the death of Jesus Christ, as in Easter? Should we also say that it also lies?
the date set down for the death of Christ.
Because I know in Easter we also kind of celebrate the death of Christ.
Yes.
Christmas is for the birth of Christ, and Easter is for the death of Christ. Now that you are telling us to dispute the one for Christmas, should we do same for Easter?
The day set down for the death of Christ is not the death of Christ. No. But the celebration of the death of Christ is very necessary in a Christian's life, not the birth. As for the death of Christ, the celebration of the death, as a Christian who believes in the death of Christ, you need to celebrate it and honor that festival. Very much, I mean. But again, the second Sunday in January, February, March, April, I think.
Yeah.
The second Sunday in April. It changes. That day changes every, so you should know it is not the day Christ was.
So I was actually going to say that when it comes to Easter, as much as Christmas is very fixed, Easter is not. Sometimes it's in March, sometimes in April.
Yes. Yes. It is done that way because of the season. That there is, the cosmos, let us say the world and the heavenly bodies, causes a particular a kind of fever every moment. December has a different fever. September, October, November, December has a fever. January, February, March has a fever. April has a fever. It is because of that to say that the charges that are emitted by the cosmic forces and energies in relation to the Mars people. The Mars people are very paganic in nature. There are people who use the sun, the moon, the stars to read signs. And so they have made it such that they wouldn't make it a specific day, so that as and when it is up, you wouldn't know. But they know that it is within that very region, and that let us say yes, within that very region and that feeling, do they always celebrate the birth of Christ. But it is not. I want us to look at something very, very quick. We have a number of calendars in the world. We have the Gregorian calendar. We have the Islamic calendar, and we have the Jewish calendar. Which of these calendars are telling us actually the death and the birth of Christ? Because on all these calendars, they are celebrated differently. So I want us to know that don't pick the Gregorian answer. Don't pick the Jewish answer. If you like, ignore the Islamic answer too, and seek for yourself to know. But none, not the Gregorian calendar at all, is giving you neither the birthday or the death day. None of them. Rather, you consider the Jewish. Let me just say it. Consider the Jewish or the Islamic. But the Gregorian, don't consider it so much.
But then something also beats my mind here. Something that you want us to believe it's a big lie, but the whole world is quiet on it. Are you saying Lucifer is the only person who knows this truth, and the whole world doesn't know that the date for Christmas is a wrong day we are celebrating?
No. I'm not the only person who knows. But
so how come no one has challenged it?
A lot of people have challenged it, but it seems they have just not had they've not connected to you yet. So their challenges and their arguments hasn't gotten out there yet, because it's a whole lot of people. The entire Rasta community challenges this. The entire Rasta community, and sometimes you need security to be able to. You need to feel, not necessarily seeing people standing on your left and your right, but you just need to feel and trust the people you are relaying the truth or these secrets to. Because sometimes people have tried to say stuff like this and they lost their lives for it. These are also reasons why sometimes people know stuff, but they will just keep quiet. They don't feel secure. I am very, very secure when I am around you. No matter where you are, even if you are in a police station, I will be very, very confident and say anything I want to say. Aside you, I would act quiet, naive, play, and just overlook it, because I know it will be a different thing making you understand what I am saying. That can even end up in you killing me. So I'll just reserve.
Lucifer ranks, but before he will leave us, he will surely take us into one of his songs, freestyle, something that we can always remember him for. But then before that, do you believe in prophecies?
Yes, I do.
And they are real?
Yes, they are real.
So when a prophet says, an artist, say Kwame Eugene will die, Ebony will die, so and so will die, should we take them serious?
Yes, you have to. You have to. Even if the prophet is telling lies, take him serious. Honestly, take him serious, and with the same tongue, the tongue with which he said he would die, let him rephrase. Otherwise, you can die just because he said it. My father told
Even if he's telling lies.
you can die even quicker. Even if he's lying.
Why should we force them to rephrase when we know very well he's telling lies?
Yes.
He's doing that for attention. We know some of them, they say some of these things to get media attention.
That's true. But let's forget about the attention they want and focus on our life. The tongue has the power of life and death in it. Everybody's tongue, whether the person is righteous or unrighteous, he has the power of life and death in his tongue. And even if I, Prophet Lucifer, I did not see that Lucifer ranks will die, and I say, hey, I, Prophet Lucifer, I can see Lucifer ranks will die in 3 years, or 3 days, or 3 minutes to come. Because the prophet has said that, forces will pick it up. And if you are not strong, as Lucifer ranks, you are not strong. Prophet Lucifer says you die. Why you die? Why? Because there are forces of possibility in the world. If I start worshiping this microphone, it can cost money. So just because he has said that he has seen, even if he hasn't seen, if my father told me something, if a man says he's a man of God, and it is not true, whether or not you, who isn't a man of God, keep quiet to his issues. Keep quiet, because if he says he is, and you say he is not, maybe he is, maybe he is not. He is working with the devil if he is not, which is another force, very, very powerful. He is working with God if he is, which is also another force. So if he prophesies, the devil can cause it to come to pass. If you are weak, if he prophesies and it is true, it is going to come to pass. But the thing is, if it is true, the Lord reveals to redeem. That is one thing. If it is true, you are free. If the prophet is really giving an honest prophecy in relation to your death, if it is real, you must not die.
If it is real?
Yes, you don't have to die. If it is true that the prophet who claims he saw Ebony dying, if it is true the Lord revealed it to him, then Ebony didn't have to die, because the Bible says the Lord reveals to redeem. What happened was that...
But the redemption, you have to work towards it. The redemption doesn't just come.
The redemption doesn't just come, but you working your redemption, it cannot fall in your hands. I am the prophet. There are 5-fold ministries, and I am the prophet. You might be a healer. So I am your little brother, and I slept and dreamed that, Brother Sammy, I dreamt you stumbled and fell. And so, as I have told you, you will definitely be cautious, but I have to make sure that the Lord who revealed it to me makes sure it doesn't come to pass. So the Lord listens to intercessory prayer, if I had my English right. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So you have to intercede for me. Lucifer ranks, you've seen I'll die. You have to intercede for me. Don't tell me with the intention of me coming to you and giving you stuff and making you know. Just pray for me.
Tell you to come for directions.
It's not necessary. You have to just intercede. You've seen it. You don't even have to announce it. You have seen this person will die. With all due respect, I want to be honest. My daddy saw that Atamios will die. And he went to Atamios quietly with a letter to tell Atamios to step down because of he's too holy on a dirty seat. Yes. And Atamios died. Why? Because I want to believe and I was also be ya ebebuano ebia me nyansa ketu emu no wanye sana yeme inti ebia to me if you see Lucifer ranks will die, Lucifer ranks mustn't die because you have seen it. If he dies, then you are not authentic a prophet, because there is the office of prophecy and the gift of prophecy. The office of prophecy, everybody has it. They want to make it look like the office of prophecy is where only the prophet knows. The office of prophecy, everybody has it. But the gift of prophecy, not everybody has it. Only a prophet has it. And so if you have that gift and the Lord has revealed it to you, no, the person must not die at all. Because there have been lost. There was a prophet that the Lord revealed the Lord revealed to a prophet that he was going to take the life of a king. Revealing to the prophet, the king didn't die. He lived 15 more years. This is something I just want to use to seal all I'm saying.
I see. Lucifer ranks there talking about prophecy, talking about Christmas. So now we are still going to celebrate Christmas. I know that is the season we are in. But as to whether 25th is really the day Christ was born, it's another discussion. And I know, once again, so many people will be giving their opinions on this. We are opened. We are ready for any discussion at all you would want to have. Let's do music finally before we close. So, Lucifer Ranks, bless us with something new. I know Flex TV recorded a video that we're going to put out very soon. Maybe you can bless us with that song.
Okay, it says, when you call yourself a ghetto youth, them try to think of you as rude, and they think you are up to nothing good, and they think marijuana is your food. But don't be angry, take it cool. You have to know, say them people all a fool. Them not for choice, them like a bull, which are lock up and cage down in a zoo. Now, people them a wally pan, I really know the ghetto youth are all about Jaja business. Just busting out the ghetto, you are gonna know we talk about Rastafari and now wickedness. Now, them say we the baddest of the bad, and them say we not respect how we dad. Them say it a we rather the loudest in a yard. But if the policeman think him a cat, the ghetto youth not afraid of you, can feel longer we no rats. I saw why them walk around and like them say Allah we prats. Cause the ghetto youth I really know what I go on, and I really know what I go on wrong. I saw why them try fi jail how we feel long. Cause the truth are visible in how we song. Now, people will always talk bad about you, but what me want you fi nowadays. Let them say, don't let it be. You hear me so? Let them say it and say it, but do not let it be. You hear me so? Once you've got dreadlocks, they call you natty. And even if you're not a Rasta man, they call you Rusty. They think that they are Nita, and think that you are nasty. And if you smoke the ganja weed, they think that you are naughty. But no mind them, no mind them, no mind them, no mind them. You see them say we condemn, and now we to pre-fire upon them. Now, let them say, but don't let it be. Now, just do that and don't remain silly. Now, crime does not pay, so don't be greedy. And Jah there for you and there for me. Let them say, but don't let it be. Rasta.
Wow. That is the man Lucifer Ranks. I knew him to be a rapper, but it looks like lately he's doing more reggae kind of stuff more than rap. As a rap, say, oh yeah, Jai.
Oh, rap name.
No, but I say about for my. See, I imitate the consciousness of your songs. Listen to this, where the rhyme scheme, everything is dropping like that. Music that I rap, no German Korano, where rap na man Korano, chimney cream. Leave the rap for the children. Make the children rap and make we do adult music, big time music. Charlie, thanks for your time. And people worry me with your number, with your contact. I'm going to give him the microphone, please. I know after watching, don't call me from around the world. Call him directly. Yeah. Sometimes I get so many calls, so many messages. Lucifer Ranks. Today, get his email, get his WhatsApp number, get his phone numbers, and that is all. Lucifer, hold the mic and give it to them.
Yes, boss. WhatsApp, I would want to start by my email. I am luciferranks@gmail.com.
How do you spell the Lucifer Ranks?
It's the Lucifer, Lucifer,
Okay.
and Ranks. So the R becomes double with the email. But if on all my social media handles, you omit one R, the same Lucifer Ranks, @LuciferRanks, but omit one R. Yes, and my WhatsApp contact, I think I would keep that.
So there should be more emails.
Yes, please. A lot of emails and a lot of YouTube.
Yes, please. @gmail.com.
Yes, please.
And the YouTube is also
Lucifer Ranks. Yes, please. And it's always acceptable, and if you to reach Brother Sammy if you want to reach me, because sometimes I'm very hard to. I don't get money like that, but I'll be hard to reach.
Anyways, no problem. Anytime you reach me, we can still get him. My name is Sammy Flex. He is Lucifer Ranks. Shout outs to Digital Rasta Currency, who is not going to celebrate Christmas because he is also a believer of the date Jesus was born. We've cancelled his Christmas. Richie Flex, there he's a small boy, so he can celebrate his Christmas. We out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Be part of the Sammy Flex vibe. We out.